This month, as part of our book club, we've been reading Dopamine Nation. It's a book on pleasure and addiction, and it got me thinking. You know, I've been on self-improvement for a little while now. I mean, I've got a self-improvement channel. I've spent the past few years of my life going through the same cycles, isolating a part of my life that's given me problems, removing it, and then repeating that cycle. But one thing always flew under the radar: alcohol. I'm not sure if it was just because it was so ingrained in my culture, or if I just didn't see it as a problem, but for years now, I've been drinking. And drinking a lot, 4 to 5 times a week, 4 to 5 pints each time. It's weird that a problem so big could be sat there this whole time, right under my nose. But I guess that's addiction. Maybe it's different for you, maybe you don't drink, but I'd be willing to bet there was something you thought about in your own life when I was saying all that. So here we go, I'm quitting alcohol, and this is my plan. Step 1. Data. First, let's see the magnitude of the problem. We need to figure out how much we're actually using our crutch. It's hard to know exactly with some things, but it's important to have a ballpark figure. Maybe from a bank statement, screen time, or just from memory. I'd say for me, I probably drink around 20 to 30 pints a week. So try figure that out for yourself. Really visualize it. Step 2. Objectives. Then there's the question of why. Why do you use your crutch? Why do you drink? I mean, it's got to give you some form of benefit. There has to be a reason. So what is that reason? I think for a lot of these crutches, it's relaxation. They just seem like a good way to chill out after doing something hard or stressful. I mean, that's definitely true for me. But also, to a degree, I think it's fair to say I actually enjoy it. I enjoy a pub quiz or drinking with friends. I like watching the football, and they're all valid reasons. Step 3. Problems. So, if it gives me these benefits, why quit, right? Well, I think now it's important to list out the problems. I do enjoy drinking, but it never stays that way. I think with a lot of these crutches, it's not the thing itself, but the amount you use them. How many times have you woken up after a night out and said, I'm never going to drink again? How many times has one night ruined the next day? How many times have you looked at your bank balance and thought, fuck me? But also, these crutches don't exist in a vacuum. The problems aren't just the things you see. Anxiety, feeling numb, lack of motivation, it's all linked. When something gives you a lot of pleasure, that goes the other way. It comes with a lot of pain. Those are your problems then, and more likely than not, they stem from your addiction. Step 4. Abstinence. So we're almost there. We've gathered the data, laid out the benefits and the problems, and if you're anything like me, then you're probably leaning towards the side of quitting. So now's the time to do that. Anna Lembke reckons it takes about 30 days to rewire the brain, to reset what she calls the pleasure-pain balance, and get you from a place where you always feel a bit numb to one where you're actually really living again. So that's what we need to do. I think there are 3 strategies we can use: barriers, replacement, and pain. Barriers are the thing that physically stop us from using our crutch. They'll be different for every problem, but they're the first line of defense. Things like throwing out alcohol, setting up website blockers, deleting phone numbers. They don't work by themselves, but they definitely help. Next is replacement. Go back to your list of objectives, the list of reasons why you use your crutch. Well, how else can you get those benefits? Now's the time to experiment, to try new hobbies you enjoy. Try meditation, reading, art, sport. Often, addiction represents a large part of our lives, and quitting is so hard because it leaves a huge void. If all you do is quit and change nothing, of course you'll feel empty. So it's important you fill that gap. Finally, there's pain. Remember the pleasure-pain balance? Well, it goes 2 ways. When you input a lot of pleasure, it creates pain. But equally, when you do hard things, they give you pleasure. Right now, if you're addicted, you're pretty firmly on the pain side of that balance. So one thing we can do to flip that quicker is experience pain. Things like cold showers, workouts, running, hard work. The things that feel bad in the moment but create long-lasting positive effects afterwards. Another strategy we can use is community. There's a reason why things like AA work. They give a person a sense of belonging, a group of people going through the same problems to grow with. That's where the School of Life comes in. It's a community we've got here on the channel, full of people sharing the ideas they've learned, the books they've read and the projects they've completed. Next month we're starting the 30-day Abstinence Challenge, so if that sounds like something you might be interested in, use the first link in the description to try your first week free. I look forward to meeting you. Step 5. Next steps. Assuming everything goes well, you'll get to the end of your experiment. 30 days without using your crutch. Well, now's the time to ask, how did that feel? What benefits did you notice? Did it help you solve some of the problems you were going through? Was there anything you missed? It's the time to be honest with yourself and ask what you'll do next. Do you want to keep quitting? Do you want to go back? Do you want to reintroduce it into your life in a different way? All of those options are okay, as long as you've at least tried quitting first. Manifest excellence. I'm proud of you.